says in this text. He says, keep them in the midst of thy heart. He says, keep that instruction I've given you in the midst of thy heart. You have to keep it there. Because out of it flow the issues of life. You ever notice how what's on your heart causes you to do actions? Yes. So when people tell you and come to you and say, I said something, but I didn't mean to say that, but their heart directed that statement. So I mean, sometimes we do slip up and have a slip of the tongue, that's one thing. But sometimes our hearts speak what's really on our mind. I remember one time I was dating a young lady. And went to visit her home. And I went to her home and it looked like something on the reality show Hoarders. There's stuff everywhere. I know. I have 3 children in my home, and my wife and I get lazy. At the end of the school year, our house was rough. It looked like a tornado had hit it. It was a mess. And we had stuff everywhere, but this house was just bad. It was nasty. You know, just junk everywhere. It looked like something on Hoarders. Me walking in the house, visiting with the young lady, sometimes I'm like my daddy, I just stretch and I might be talking and say something out. My dad will say stuff, he'll come in the house and saying anything. I'm going to knock all my kids in the head. Just walk in the house saying something. He can do that kind of stuff growing up. He's just a funny man. I got some of that stuff from him. But so I have picked up on some of that behavior every so often. I just say stuff and it pops out of my mouth. I don't have any type of syndrome or anything like that. Just what? And I didn't realize it that day. I was at this girl's house and I just started stretching and I was talking and wasn't paying attention to what nobody was saying. I was like, clean up! Clean up your act, Robert. Clean up your act, Robert. That was what was on my heart. You gotta be careful. So that means you gotta put some good stuff on your heart. Am I right? Wow. And he says, keep thy heart with all diligence in verse 23.